everyone, this video is going to be about stopping your concealer from creasing. So I feel like every single human is kind of having these problems with under eye bags, whether they are dark or really deep where there's a lot of shadows. It doesn't matter. If you're lucky, they're not that visible, but a lot of us aren't that lucky. And with that comes that a lot of people have discoloration underneath their eyes, it's kind of just underneath the lash line. It's usually a bit reddish or even purple in some cases. Luckily, there is makeup again to kind of camouflage it and make it appear like it's not there. To do that, you would usually cover it with either some kind of foundation or some kind of concealer. Well, a lot of it creases. Just naturally, everyone has these really fine lines, these wrinkles, if we can call it like that, underneath their eyes, and just from smiling or moving your eyes, a lot of the skin that's underneath your eyes is going to move constantly. So if you put some kind of liquid on there that's naturally going to move around on your skin, it's going to get into these fine lines and these creases, and that is what we call creasing. Usually when the foundation or concealer that you use is kind of similar to your skin tone, it's not that apparent that there were these fine lines. But because of the discoloration that's there, it's kind of going to stand out because there are these fine lines where all the kind of the liquid is gone and your skin is going to be red or purple or whatever, some other kind of color there. And it's really going to stand out that you have these fine lines that are a completely different color than your foundation or concealer, whatever you're using. So without a doubt, you're gonna want to get rid of them. The whole reason why it creases is kind of because you have this liquid on top of your skin that's naturally gonna move, especially when it's really thin skin and it's kind of gonna rub against each other and make the liquid kind of disappear in some areas like the fine lines. The way to prevent creasing is obviously to not put any liquid there, but since the under eye is a really problematic area for a lot of people where there's discoloration and the under eye bags, it's often not even a real option if you're into makeup. You need to kind of conceal those places. So then the real solution is actually to try to use less product and don't come that close to your little wrinkles and fine lines. If you use less product, it's not going to be able to build up that much underneath your eyes and in the creases. And maybe you might need a product that's a bit more high coverage so that you don't need to use that much, but you do get the coverage that you need. Then I know for some people that isn't really an option to not really conceal that much just because the bags and discoloration aren't that apparent. Well, then there's another trick. When the creasing happens, you either take your makeup sponge that you're using or some kind of brush that you have at hand. It doesn't really matter, but just make sure that you kind of smooth everything underneath your eye so that all the creasing is gone. And then as soon as you can, you want to set it with some kind of powder, translucent powder, compact powder, doesn't even matter. Just some kind of powder to stop it from moving and to just set it completely, because once there's powder on top, it's not going to crease anymore. Just because everything is put down, it cannot move anymore. So this kind of goes with creasing that happens everywhere. A lot of people have creasing in these like little smile lines when they smile, or kind of around their nose or something. The two ways where you can kind of prevent creasing from happening all over your place or anywhere that you might want to get rid of it when it happens, is either you use less product, which is obviously the easiest way, or you just set it with powder like I just said to just stop it from moving. So that's kind of everything on how to stop your concealer from creasing. I hope you liked this video, that it was interesting. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!